हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, वेलकम टू शॉर्ट हैंड मास्टर्स। इस वीडियो में मैं आपको डिक्टेशन प्रोवाइड करूंगी दी हिंदू एडिटोरियल की 80 वर्ड्स पर मिनट की स्पीड पे। वर्ड्स रहेंगे करीब 600। गेट द इमेज फ्रॉम देयर। सो लेट्स बिगिन द डिक्टेशन इन 5 seconds. Start. The British referendum 5 years ago was supposed to settle the United Kingdom's historical love-hate relationship with Europe, but while the full consequences of Brexit will not be analysed for decades, the UK remains as divided as ever, and the way people voted in 2016 forms a large part of their identity. The referendum dominates British politics as the most significant event since the Second World War, resulting in 2 general elections, ousting 2 premiers, and threatening the political geography of the UK. British Prime Minister Boris Johnson needed a rapid departure from the European Union, and the withdrawal and trade and cooperation agreements of December 2020 were rushed through. Problems were soon apparent. The UK imports 70% of the fish it consumes. The industry only contributes 0.12% of GDP and employs 0.1% of the workforce, but has political traction. In May, after 60 French fishing boats marched to blockade Jersey over fishing rights, naval units from both Britain and France deployed, farcical reminder of the loose ends of Britain's exit from the EU. Northern Ireland, part of the UK but in the EU's single market and therefore obliged to follow EU rules, is another case in point. The EU's external border would be in the Irish Sea between Britain and Northern Ireland, and goods for Northern Ireland would need to be inspected there, which is politically untenable for the UK. The alternative would be that the EU would itself impose inspections to protect its single market and structure a border either on the island of Ireland or between Ireland and EU, which are both equally unfeasible. Tensions predictably arose between Britain and the EU over the chilled meat products from Britain to Northern Ireland, with Britain seeking an extension of the transition arrangements from June 30 by 3 months. No one believes that this can be a lasting solution. It seems Britain is questioning Brexit agreements rather than following them, while boasting about its COVID-19 immunization compared to the EU, and the success of the City of London in maintaining its status against hostile EU legislation and incentives for banks to move to European capitals. To supporters of Brexit, it looked as if the EU wanted to punish Britain for leaving, if only to discourage its other members from doing the same. Thus, after membership of the EU for almost 50 years, mutual trust is lacking and the two versions of a rules-based order are colliding. This was apparent during the G7 summit when bilateral meetings between Mr. Johnson and EU leaders lacked warmth. The EU conceded the Northern Ireland postponement and persuaded its member states, especially France and Germany, that are losing patience with Britain, to avoid a trade war over British sausages. Such recriminations may become a permanent feature of UK-EU relations as a small nation plays a poor hand against the world's largest trading bloc while seeking trade deals with distant countries, which even official forecasts suggest will produce negligible benefits. In Scotland, the National Party, which seeks an exit from the UK, has grown in popularity since the Brexit vote. Scots voted in the referendum by 62% against 38% to remain in the EU, but were dragged out by the overall result. For many Scots, leaving the UK is the clearest path back to the EU and anticipate that, among other benefits, the EU will grant Scotland least developed status and subventions on the scale enjoyed by the Irish Republic. This is as much an anti-Westminster stance as an effort to join the EU, since the chances of an independent Scotland jumping the queue of EU applicants and of all member states approving Scottish membership are not great. Nevertheless, the prospect of a breakup of the United Kingdom is of grave concern to London. Meanwhile, a vote on reunification in Ireland seems more probable now than at any time since the Good Friday Agreement of 1998, which brought an uneasy peace to fratricidal factions in the north. The International Monetary Fund warned that the British economy faced a 10% GDP decline in 2020. In first quarter 2021, food and drink exports to the EU declined by nearly 50% and export of services also shrank. At least 500 British companies have relocated to Europe. The Brexiteers, who forecast a clean break with the EU, either underestimated or ignored the practical inconveniences of leaving, including the vast paperwork involved in exporting and importing with the EU, but the success of British COVID-19 vaccination compared with the EU's bungled efforts has enabled Brexiteers to claw back some ground. In sum, most people have accepted Brexit, though few are satisfied with the divorce settlement. No version of Brexit will satisfy everyone, and it has left United Kingdom less united. डिक्टेशन बहुत अच्छी लेवल की है. देर आर सो मेनी न्यू वर्ड्स इन द डिक्टेशन, सो कीप प्रैक्टिसिंग. तब तक प्रैक्टिस करते रहिएगा जब तक आप पूरी तरीके से डिक्टेशन को 100% एक्यूरेसी के साथ ना लिख पाए. बार बार वीडियो को रिपीट कर करके प्रैक्टिस करिएगा, ठीक है. सो दैट इज़ ऑल फॉर टुडे. बाय बाय.